My name is Kylie Celine, and over the weekend I had the opportunity to interview Steve DeSera. Steve DeSera is the owner and founder of Profection Electric. Profection Electric is an electrical company just based down in Salt Lake, and they will mainly work on new build homes and also work on other properties that just need renovations or any other electrical needs. In 1993, Steve DeSera was working for another electrical company when he was approached by one of his friends trying to convince him that they should open up their own business together. The company that they had previously worked for didn't put their customers' needs first and didn't focus on the process of getting the job correctly, and that had bugged Steve while he was working there. They had always dreamed about opening their own business together too. In 1994, Steve and his friend had opened up Profection Electric, and they had both quit their jobs to make sure that their full attention was on Profection Electric. And they opened up the business on a small business loan to help start up. In 1995, Steve's partner unfortunately committed suicide, leaving Steve to handle the startup company all by himself. He struggled at first, and they only had about 2 to 3 employees, including himself. And they struggled to meet ends meet, and Steve wanted to give up. However, the customers had loved the job that he had done, putting the customers' needs first and making sure that the job was done correctly. That had given Steve the appreciation to keep going and to show Steve his passion again for what he was doing. He used another mentor available to his advantage to ask questions, gain advice, or just to talk about the electrical aspect of the business. Over time, the company started to receive more and more requests to have their electrical needs met, and Profection Electric became so different from their competitors because they took the time to listen to their customers' needs and make sure that they were completed. Steve said that his success came from his passion of making sure that the customer was satisfied with every job. He was constantly seeking feedback from every client to make sure that he was getting the job done correctly and to see how the company could improve. He said that in order to start a new venture and be successful, you must be driven, passionate, getting out of your comfort zone, willing to put in the work, and always bettering yourself. He also told me that failure is always inevitable. You will fail at many things throughout the way, but in order to overcome those failures, you must remember your purpose of the business and keep pushing through. Never lose your passion. The 3 most important things that I had learned from Steve throughout the interview was that I need to be passionate about every aspect of the business, and I must be willing to get out of my comfort zone and to not give up ever. They all sounded super familiar because every professor talks about this in starting a new business or just in any part of your life. But this had really stood out to me throughout the interview because Steve had said one of his successes or coming out of his failures had always led back to one of these 3 concepts. If you're not passionate about what you're doing, then you're not willing to put in the work that it takes to become successful. And you cannot stay within your comfort zone because then you'll never fail and you'll never learn and grow from your failures. And during the interview, Steve had said, don't give up. Times will get tough and you'll not want to go on, but it is important that you keep pushing through since that is when the real growth happens. And these concepts stood out to me because even though we all understand that starting a new venture, you must attain all these qualities, Steve made it apparent that you must use these qualities in every aspect of your life and to never forget them. And they will get you through your failures and push you to achieve all of your goals and to great things.